Mochunkstv.
So you guys know that natural hair is very like dear to my heart. Like, I'm a natural hair enthusiast and I like to encourage other people to love and, you know, rock their natural hair. You know, discovering how to manage your hair is a matter of how committed are you to the process. And some people will outrightly tell you they don't have time for that, and they don't want to invest the time, money and energy into their natural hair. Good hair, like they'll buy good weave that costs like 200, 300 in some cases. Kind of have this insecurity as a naturalist that when you're dating, you sometimes want to conform. One of the guys was advising the single ladies, unsolicited, unprovoked advice, and he was like, don't go natural now, go natural when you're married. And it was kind of like, imagine hearing that as a young black woman, like, hi guys, welcome to the Mochunkstv Show and welcome to another installment of Chit Chat with Mo, where we have controversial debates, honest conversation and so much more. And today's episode, as you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about natural hair. Is it manageable? Some of the politics that come with it. Also like dating and natural hair, because you know we're releasing this around Valentine's season. We thought we would talk about that as well. Today's episode is actually sponsored by Cuppa Hair Care, and I'm so excited to, as we're having this conversation, do like a little pamper session for my hair, because it's wash day and it's in need of some TLC. So as I'm discussing this with you guys, I'm going to be using some of the products it's very kindly sent me. It's all nicely wrapped up. Look how beautiful that is. It says Mochunkstv right on there. So I'm going to unbox it, and actually my vlogging camera is capturing me unboxing because sometimes you guys can't see over there. So first of all, I'm going to unbox it, and then I'm actually going to introduce you to the founder, Christine. She's on the Zoom with me. So if you see me looking down, that's because she's down there. So I'm just going to take this apart first. Hold on, let's just unbox this. Ooh, this is like the dryer, isn't it? For when you put a hair dryer in. And then this is Cuppa Hair Care. So this is the one that you guys would be getting if you were to get this. I'll open from here. Okay guys, so can you see that? And this is what I have. Lovely. This is so exciting. Aww, it says, thank you Mo. Cuppa Hair Care aims to provide enriching experiences and teach skills of self-care. Our business philosophies, each one, teach one. I love that. And you can follow them on Cuppa Hair Care and email them cuppahaircare@gmail.com. And we basically got some instructions here about how to mix the products. So I'm going to try a few of them actually. I'm going to try the rose water and ebe oil to make a hairspray. I think I'm going to go for the hair mask today actually. So rose water, ebe oil and hibiscus powder to make a hair mask. And then you can also do rose water, ebe oil and hibiscus powder to make a face mask. Okay, so it's all about spa treatment. So this is like basically a nice like natural hair and skincare gift box that you guys can purchase for yourself if you want to have like a spa, self-care, you know, evening. You know, it's Valentine's coming up. You don't have to wait for a bae if you're not in a relationship to get you this. You can literally pamper yourself this Valentine's season. So let's just get out some of the stuff that's in there. So first of all, we have this lovely face mask. You guys see that? African print. That is beautiful. Eye mask. I called it a face mask. We have this lovely eye mask, African print. Listen, African print eye mask. Okay, we have some sweets up in here. We have a candle. Light up the bath. Ooh, actually there's some African sweets in here as well. There's Milo.
Yes,
wow.
It celebrates it's just celebrating blackness.
Wow. Oh my gosh, guys,
So
I love it.
Some sweets that you might remember.
Yes. How could I forget Milo? wow, there is Mikose. You guys know that one? But oh, is that Tom Tom?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, love it. Know that you are. Oh, so there's like cards,
Yes.
encouragement cards. This is beautiful.
Exactly.
Wow, I love this. Oh, I'm guessing this is the powder. Hibiscus powder, the Ebe oil, and Ebe basically stands for eyes, but like eyelashes, brows, beard, and edges. We got some juice up in here, some more candles. So we got a butter shot there for moisturizing. What's this? Ooh, chin chin. Girl, love this. These are all treats from like wow, and now plantain chips. The sweet flavor, not that horrible pepper one that they like. I don't know whose idea was it to put pepper in plantain chips, okay? So that is my box, guys. I'm so excited to get into this. So we actually have the founder, Christine, on Zoom with us right now, and I'm just going to quickly grab some words from her about why she kind of started this and her aim with it, really. So, Christine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mo.
Okay, so tell us about yourself and the brand and why you started it and what was kind of the aim with it.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Christine. I'm from Southeast London. I am Nigerian, Yoruba, and I'm also Caribbean from a place called Guadeloupe. Not a lot of people have heard of it.
Yeah.
But yes, I think I'm one of few people that can actually go to Afro-Caribbean shops. So, but anyway, yeah. So I love natural hair.
Sophie. Close the door properly.
It's always been like something I've really enjoyed. And then I actually work in mental health, so then I started to see natural hair care as something very therapeutic. Yeah. And before, I didn't even know that I was actually using it as a self-care practice. Nice. So I think natural hair is beautiful, and it can be super easy and enjoyable. So I wanted everyone to experience this. That's why with my packages, there's like a DIY element. So it's very like fun, and you can explore and mix and match. I don't really like how the Black community, like, we are definitely taken advantage of in terms of like, oh, buy this, look like that. Whereas like, I think there's a really, there are cheap and affordable ways to still look good, have healthy hair, have healthy skin, and it can be fun at the same time. Yeah, so no, that's why I started it. That makes sense. And before we kind of go into the conversation, what's your thoughts on like the manageability of natural hair, and also like in terms of like natural hair and like dating? Yes, so my thoughts on the manageability of natural hair. I think I understand that everybody has different hair types, so I'm not going to like, I'm 4B, so I'm kind of in between what a lot of people are. Most people are 4A, 4B, 4C. Yeah. So I know that for some people it can be difficult, but I think sometimes it's a case of like the types of products you use, learning to know yourself more, what works for you. And literally, when I was younger, I used to scream when my mum did my hair. Yeah. Then when I transitioned and I started to learn how to take care of my hair myself, my hair felt even softer than what it had felt like when I was little. So sometimes I think it's all about technique and the products that you're using. So hopefully over time, like, everyone will find their hair manageable. It's really sad that we're in a place where we're trying to learn ourselves, but we can make the journey enjoyable while doing so. Exactly. It doesn't have to be all like doom and gloom. Pardon? I said, yeah, exactly. It doesn't all have to be doom and gloom. Yeah. And in terms of natural hair and dating, I feel like guys are pretty cool with like, I think guys are starting to embrace our natural hair, and most importantly, I think we are too. Yeah. With regards to, I have locks, so let me try and think of what I can add with regards to that. Yeah. I think I get compliments from guys because a lot of guys either have locks maybe, or they're thinking about getting them themselves. So I think they admire the fact that, like, she's got locks, so she would potentially accept me for me wanting to do that hairstyle. So I think we are getting to a place where people are, accepting natural hair.
Yeah, no, that's actually really beautiful. And I think, a lot of us do shy away from it because we think that our men may not find us attractive. But actually, I do find that, a lot of black men, I'm not sure about how it was before, but just definitely now they do appreciate like a natural hair queen and someone who's confident rocking herself as she is. And I also wanted to ask as well, we've got this amazing box that we're showing to the people, but like, where can they get them? And like, what's the service? Where do we buy this? Is there like something special coming up for Valentine's Day? Just let us know.
Oh, very good question. So we're currently on Etsy. So if you just write Cuppa Hair Care on Google or on Etsy, you'll be able to find us. We have a smaller package, so that one's more affordable if you just want to initially try something out. And not only can it be a gift to yourself, but it can also be a gift for a loved one.
Nice.
And for Valentine's Day, I've got quite a few extra products that I'm going to be putting into the packages. So if you want like a special extra gift, February is definitely the time to purchase a package.
Thank you so much, Christine. So what's my package called, the one that I've got today?
Your package is called, I might tweak the name, but your package is called the Their Self-Care Box.
The Their Self-Care
Box. I called
it
that, it's quite, I called it that because I want people to know that it's a unisex package.
Okay.
Guys can do face masks.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. It has beard in there for a reason.
Yeah,
so this can be a present for your man, for your cousin, for the black man in your life.
Yeah.
So,
no, I actually love that.
For the non-black man in your life.
I'm gonna put the link in the description box down below so you guys can definitely go and check it out and hopefully get yourself one of these self-care boxes as well, or gift it to someone. Thank you so much, Christine, and I'm gonna get back straight into the conversation. I'm gonna go right ahead and mix that right here in this bowl. Okay, so get cozy, guys. We're about to have a nice girly chit chat. Obviously the boys can get involved as well. So you guys know that natural hair is very like dear to my heart. Like, I'm a natural hair enthusiast and I like to encourage other people to love and rock their natural hair, and I do so by being very intentional about how I style my hair on camera. I mean, sometimes like I'll wear the wig on set, or I'll wear the wig when I go out, but majority of the time it's literally like me, myself and I. Like 80% of the time, say even 90% of the time, it's me and my natural hair. And that's because I'm very intentional about the message that I send across. Can't preach one thing and then practice another. And also it's a personal journey for myself in terms of embracing and loving my natural hair in a world that sometimes tells us that it's not good enough. About a year or two ago, I can't remember when it was the year that I did the detox, but about a year or two ago, I decided to go on a natural hair detox. So I didn't wear weave or wigs for about a year, just because I wanted to see, I wanted to challenge myself, because I feel like I loved my natural hair at the time up until a limit, in a sense of I loved it. It was good enough for going to the shop or going to school, sometimes even work, but it wasn't good enough for special occasions. There was this thing where I thought I had to braid my hair down and put on a wig. It wasn't professional, it's not sleek enough. Those were the kind of things it's not good for. It's not glam enough. I think that's one of the issues that I faced. And even in dating and relationships, I felt like it wasn't good for date nights and going out to dinner. I might be able to go out with my friends, but going out with my partner, I remember early on in a relationship, I was I knew he liked natural hair, but I still had those insecurities about if I wore this to date night, how does it come across, kind of thing. Is this glam enough? So we're going to talk about that, because obviously it's Valentine's Day coming soon as well. So natural hair and dating, and then the manageability of that natural hair as I try out some of these amazing products from Cuppa Hair Care. So I'm going to be making a hair mask, and I'm going to be using the rose water, the ebe oil, and the hibiscus powder, and I'm just going to follow the instructions here. Rose water, some hibiscus powder, you can see that mixing it now. Let's crack open this Added some conditioner into my mix as well. I don't know if you guys can see it there. I'll show it here. Added some conditioner to my mix. That lovely goodness. And it comes with a spray bottle, so I've just put some water in there. I've got a mirror behind me. I'm just going to spray it on. So just going to section the hair. Natural hair is just one of those things that's just very political, guys. People tend to make blanket statements about natural hair and like its affordability and manageability. Most of the time based on their own experience. So for example, people will say things like natural hair isn't manageable. It's just easier for them to go for wigs or weaves. So apparently you're not actually meant to put conditioner here. You're meant to put it like about halfway down. Yeah, so people will say things like natural hair is not manageable, natural hair is not affordable, you have to spend a lot of money on products, just based on their own personal experience. Oh, this smells gorgeous. Gorgeous. Then I'm going to twist it. So you hear the things where people say things like it's not affordable, they can't afford it. And it's like, my easiest rebuttal to that is that it's not affordable if you want to buy all the products in the stores. There's so much, that the hair industry does a lot, I'm not gonna lie, to capitalize on people's insecurities and people's lack of education and knowledge about their natural hair. So things like, and this is not to say that things don't work. I think growth oils is definitely one that like capitalizes sometimes without like enough education, which is why I stand planted so much, because they're not just selling a product, they're selling education. They're selling how to use these products, as part of a healthy hair regime, and a healthy hair regimen is actually what creates healthy hair, and then thus gives you results using the products that you're adding into your routine. So it's not a single particular product. Products are helpful, but also they must be used as part of a healthy hair regimen. Otherwise, you're not going to see results. So a lot of like hair companies do capitalize on the fact that you don't know that. You're going to keep buying. You're going to keep getting frustrated that this is not working. And then you go on to the next one, and then the next product, and the next product, and the next product, and the next product, until you've exhausted your money. Because what people say is that, people have to shop around a lot. And I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think you do have to try different things to see what kind of works for your hair, because I think everyone's hair is quite different. I have 4C hair, and I don't know whether you guys know that bar from Lil Wayne, tougher than Nigerian hair. So when I heard that, I was literally like, oh, I have no hope. Like, my hair is tough and there's nothing anyone can do about it. When I was younger, when my mom used to like comb my hair, I would literally like break combs, like heavy duty combs like this. I would break them. And that was because my mom was trying to, in most cases, comb my hair whilst it was dry, meaning that it wasn't, it's not manageable in that condition. So it was tough, like it would end up breaking combs. I remember when my mom used to try and relax my hair as well, I would use the whole tub, and then my mom would leave the relaxer on for like an hour, and it used to burn me. That was actually why I decided to go natural. It wasn't because of a natural movement, it was because I was tired of the pain. I was tired of the pain that came with relaxing. Like, I remember one day, like, I just ran out of the bathroom because I had to sit there whilst the stuff stayed on my hair. I ran out of the bathroom and my dad was like, he said, Kenny, like my mom's name's Kenny, he was like, Kenny, this thing, maybe you're gonna have to stop it because it's too much for this girl. Like, I was in legit pain. And like, that was when I was like, because my mom, she didn't know any better. And that's the thing, like, it's education. My mom didn't know any better. So she was like, well, when I told her I didn't want to relax my hair, she was like, well, however you're going to manage your hair is up to you, because she wasn't going to do it. She was like, I'm not dealing with this unless it's in a relaxed state. So those are the attitudes that we've had from the older generation, that's then been passed down to our generation. And it now affects and distorts the way we view our hair. Doing a lot of research. I've done a lot of research, as a naturalista, and it literally comes with practice and like trying different things and being committed to the process. So it's a matter of, discovering how to manage your hair is a matter of how committed are you to the process. And some people will outrightly tell you they don't have time for that, and they don't want to invest the time, money, and energy into their natural hair, but then they will buy a good hair, like they will buy a good weave that costs like 200, 300 in some cases. They will pay for frontal services, they will pay for, just different things outside of natural hair, and then come and say for those same reasons they can't look after or invest in their natural hair, which I find baffling. I think sometimes we just need to be honest that it's just not a priority, and that's okay. I actually stand women that will literally just tell me it's not a priority. Like, they'd rather spend money on weaves and wigs and good wig services than natural hair products. They'd rather spend time on their frontal than, do wash day and all of that kind of stuff. I actually respect that so much more than when people try and make excuses when I can see them spending time, energy, investment into wigs and weaves. And I think sometimes we just need to be honest with ourselves that sometimes it's the attitudes that the older generation had about natural hair that's been passed on into our psyche and now affects the way we see our hair. Now when it comes to natural hair and dating, like I said, I'm not sure whether the camera caught it before, but even up until when I was in a relationship, before I was in a relationship, I was quite insecure about my natural hair. I was, when you're analyzing like why relationships are not working out for you right now. And I remember the year before I got into a relationship with my partner, I was with somebody and I couldn't help but wonder, like, did they not find me glam enough with my natural hair, or did they not feel like it was beautiful enough? So you kind of have this insecurity as a naturalista when you're dating. You sometimes want to conform. I remember so vividly actually in my church, one of my old redeemed churches that I used to go to. One of the guys was advising the single ladies, unsolicited, unprovoked advice. And he was like, because he found that a lot of us were going natural at the time. And he was like, don't go natural now, go natural when you're married. And it was kind of like, imagine hearing that as a young black woman, like, my natural hair is not good enough to attract a spouse, and not just any spouse, a black spouse. And I'm sure like a lot of us can testify to the fact that, our preference, some of us, I don't want to say all, I don't want to speak for every single black woman out there, but we'd prefer to marry a black man. And if you're telling me at that young age that if I go natural, I'm going to lessen my chances of finding a mate, like, how's that meant to make me feel, kind of thing. This feels so good, by the way, guys. How's that meant to make me feel? But as I got older, I did find that there are black men out there that appreciate a natural queen. Some of them will actually tell you they prefer natural hair to wigs and weaves. Sometimes when they tweet this, they get literally slashed. Twitter, like I always say, is a very savage place. They will literally be like, don't be in women's business. Who asked you? We're not trying to look beautiful for you. But I do think we need to be a bit honest with ourselves about the reasons why we choose wigs and weaves over our natural hair sometimes. And I think, for me anyway, I had to kind of decide, or I had to kind of realize for myself that me personally, there was a time when I didn't think that my natural hair was good enough. And when I now got in a relationship, I remember I knew my partner loved my natural hair, and I knew he preferred natural hair to weaves, etc., etc. And he'd seen me with natural hair before we got in a relationship. I knew all of that, but I still couldn't help but think, was it good enough? You see all the bad bees online. And the typical bad bee persona that, we see online, most of them don't have natural hair, So I remember, one time, I asked, when we go on, date nights, is, do you like it when I, wear my natural hair and stuff, or would you prefer if I And like he was just like, don't be silly, like I love your natural hair. And I think that was another like little insecurity for me that I had to kind of get over. And I became more confident because he affirmed that for me. So like, that's just a word out there for you girls. You know, you like, even if you're in a relationship, because like I said, I was insecure about it prior to being in a relationship, and then being in a relationship, I still needed my man to kind of affirm that he loved my natural hair. So like, just women in general, black women, like your natural hair is glam enough. Like, don't feel like it's not something enough, it's not professional enough, it's not pretty enough, it's not glam enough. It's not easy enough for you to manage. Like, you guys can see, I've just put a hair mask on. I've literally just sectioned my hair into 6. Look at the definition. Woo-chale. I've just sectioned my hair into 6, and I've literally just put a hair mask on. So easy. And literally, a hair mask, you can actually use them before or after you wash your hair. Today I'm doing before, which means I'm probably not going to deep condition. So I'm just, and I use Hair Care. Oh God, what did I just put in my eye? I don't know what's in my eye, guys. I use Hair Care and I use the hydrating shampoos, so I don't really have to do too much on wash day. That's another thing. Speaking of wash day, we really have some horrid ideas about what wash day entails, and I think again that one probably like down to like the natural hair community and how they introduced all these like vigorous routines, and we kind of ate it up in terms of what to do on wash day. There's pre-poo, there's shampoo, there's making your own conditioner, there's just so much, and I'm here to tell you that it's not that deep. Your wash day should not take you the whole entire day. All you need is a shampoo, a condition, try and detangle when you're conditioning, and then your moisturizing routine after. And recently I've, been doing some research. Oh, they say you shouldn't put it there, or more you have put it there. You think you're relaxing hair? You have put it in your roots. They said don't put it in your roots. Anyway, we live and learn. I just wanted to put a bit more closer because I didn't realize I'd have some left. What was I saying, guys? I've forgotten now. Yeah, wash day is not as vigorous as we've been taught. So like, it's literally shampoo, condition, and do a moisturizing routine. Yeah, what I was saying is that the tables have been shaken a little bit in terms of the LCO and the lock method and whether it's actually necessary for moisture. You have like natural hair twists, and they're now telling you that actually no, you need a styling product or a hydrating product after your conditioning. What your hair actually needs is water and not oil. I don't know. I'm a huge researcher. Like, all these products that you see that I'm putting on my hair as well, I've researched about them and how they strengthen and soften your hair. So as a natural, like, don't be lazy. Like, I know we have this term lazy natural. Like, don't be lazy and just eat whatever the internet gives you. Like, actually go and research and see, does this actually work for me? And actually begin to transform your mind and your feelings and your thoughts about your natural hair. And take your time also to like detox your mind on all these like mindsets that have unfortunately been passed down from generation to generation from slavery as a result of colonization, passed down from generation to generation, and basically told us how to think about ourselves. You need to unlearn that. There's so much unlearning that needs to go on, I think, amongst black women within the natural hair community, because there's some ideas that we still need to let go of, including me. Of what helps your hair health, hair growth, etc., etc., etc. Even though we shouldn't really be focused on hair growth, we should be hair health, and then the best version of your hair will emerge as a result. But I digress. Yeah, there's so much unlearning that needs to go on about how we see ourselves. We can't see ourselves through the lens of the colonizer. Like, you're going to have to break away from that before you actually start to heal and create a new mindset for yourself. I think these conversations are important. I think it's important for black women that feel like their hair is unmanageable to voice that, because it's only when you voice it out that then proper education can take place. That's if you're open-minded enough, because I know sometimes we can be so stubborn and stuck in our ways that we don't want to hear what people are saying because we just don't want to try something different. Once you yourself are open to the process, you're able to learn about how to manage your hair properly and find the things that work for you. Because what works for sister A might not work for sister B, even if you have the same curl pattern, definition, etc, 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 which I'm finding out actually recently that it doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to use the hood that I was given, use a hairdryer for about 20 minutes to allow this to penetrate, and then I'm going to rinse it out and come back. Okay, so that's my hair done, guys, and I'm going to go on to do the face mask with the hibiscus powder and the rose water. But before we go on, I just wanted to ask, guys, like, how far do you think we've come in terms of the natural hair, in terms of our natural hair journeys? How do we genuinely feel about our natural hair? And are some of these excuses actually cop-outs, manageability, expensive, etc, 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 cop-outs, and are more indicative of a more like serious issue underneath the surface? So let's go straight into the face mask part. And I think it's really nice what Christine has done, in a sense of she's mixing natural hair with self-care. And a lot of the time we don't see natural hair as part of a self-care routine. We don't see wash day as something that relaxes us. Some of us see it as like a burden, like, oh, wash day again. So I'm really in love with this box because it really changes and challenges that narrative. So not only do you do your hair, you have snacks, and you do your skincare as well. Gonna take this off, gonna go wash my face and come back. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've cracked open the chin chin and I'm loving it. Next up, I've made a face mask using the hibiscus powder, the oil, and rose water. Just gonna mix that in a bit more. Get messing. So like I was saying, like, I'm going to a place where I love my natural hair, but when Christine was like, self-care, we need to reimagine natural hair as self-care, I was like, wow, you know what, that makes a lot of sense, rather than seeing it as a burden. So I guess that's my next question to you guys. How do you see looking after your natural hair? It's just so relaxing, guys. Do you ever see yourself reimagining it as self-care? I know I look silly right now. And at this point, I'm going to leave you with those thoughts about how we see ourselves. I do think we need to reimagine natural hair care to look like self-care. I'm going to crack it open. The rest of these snacks is permitted. I know we watch our calories, but it's permitted for one day. Okay, and that's all I really have for you guys. I know I've never really finished a video like this, but you guys should definitely get your hands on Christine's self-care boxes, gift boxes. Let me look, guys, and enjoy your wash day, and let me know how it goes. I challenge you to do so. That's all I really have for you guys in terms of Chit Chat with Mo. Make sure if you liked it, share with your friends, comment below on things you spoke about, and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, guys, peace and love, peace and chunks. Me look, guys. Me look. That's what affirmation cards. This is just brilliant.